Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to the platform of Evolution Educare. In today's lecture, we would be discussing about an important UPSC mains paper, that is essay paper. Essay paper that consists of around 250 marks, but sadly it is the most, you can say, ignored paper of UPSC mains examination, because when people or aspirants prepare for UPSC mains essay paper, they take it very lightly. That it is all about writing some 1200 words in 3 hours, or like two essays in 3 hours. And if we write essays, it would be a cakewalk. But sadly, many aspirants are not even aware about the syllabus of the essay paper. So, at this platform, we are starting with a series of around 10 lectures, and today we are covering the first lecture in which we will be talking about the what and the why of the essay paper for UPSC examination. And as we move forward, we would be discussing the essays that were asked in UPSC 2025 mains examination. To start with, the essay a paper consists of two essays that we have to write in 3 hours. There are two sections, section A and section B. We will be talking about the overall scenario of the essay paper in the UPSC mains examination. And in today's lecture, that is episode 1, which would be acting as a one stop solution for your mains essay paper, we would be taking some important, like understanding the essay paper in UPSC examination. Why UPSC wants us to write essays? We are writing essays since our school days. We have written essays in the college days. Like you might have written your first essay when you were very young, in class 5 or 6. Like write 10 lines on your country, write 10 lines on your best friend. When you move to the college, you might have written essays over different topics, different subjects, like about poverty in India, democracy of India, how is it functioning. But why UPSC, being one of the most prestigious examination of our country, wants us to write essay, and that too within 3 hours, two essays? We will be taking a look upon that particular thing in today's lecture. Then you might be aware of this fact that UPSC conducts its mains examination, and in the mains examination, we have to write around 9 papers. Among those 9 papers, have you ever wondered that why UPSC conducts essay on the first day itself? It could have conducted the paper of essay examination after GS 1, 2, 3, 4, after the optionals, before the language paper. But why the first paper is the essay paper? This knowledge will give you an idea about the demand of the essay paper from you. Then moving forward, we will also talk about the pattern and the expectations that UPSC expects from us while writing essay papers. Like how many essays we have to write, in what time limit, in what word limit. These all things will be discussed today, and along with the important thing, UPSC gives us the syllabus of GS 1, 2, 3, and 4. Similarly, UPSC has also given us the syllabus of essay paper, but that syllabus just consists of 5 to 6 lines. And for the other UPSC papers, पूरा आपको पेज मिलता है syllabus का, where everything is mentioned in a detailed manner. But why UPSC only gives a 6 line syllabus for UPSC essay paper? We will be taking a detailed analytical look over these things. Now, after having this brief overview of what is our agenda for today, first of all, we would start with this big question, that what actually is essay? Essay है क्या? As I told you that essays आपको बचपन से लिखना सिखाया जाता है, from school days to college days. But essay की definition क्या कहती है? What is essay all about? So if we go to the English definition of essay, or first of all, if we take a look that what is the root word of this word essay, So essay is taken from the French word, a French word that is essai, ESSAI. This word simply means a trial or an attempt. And while covering the definition in the English language, we see that essay is any piece of structured writing. It is a structured writing that explains, analyze any idea, topic, or subject. Means the ideas, the structured writing is not only discussing the central claim of the topic, but also analyzing the other perspectives, the major and the minor perspectives of the particular topic. Because if you see a coin has two sides, head and a tail. So any topic cannot have a single dimension. उसको देखने का एक single नजरिया नहीं हो सकता. We have multiple dimensions to see any topic. If I say you that technology can overpower mankind, technology can overpower mankind. Now, if you want to write an essay on this topic, you cannot go on explaining the central claim and without explaining the other side that there can be a case when even mankind can overpower technology. So, essay is all about multiple perspectives, ideas, views that you can express on any topic, any subject. And if you move towards the Hindi translation or Hindi meaning of essay, you will get a more clearer idea that what essay is all about. If we talk about essay in Hindi, it is known as Nibandh. Nibandh. And if we do the Sandhi Viched of this word Nibandh, it translates to anything that doesn't have boundaries, that doesn't have foundations. No foundations, no limits. Means a topic given to you can be expressed in multiple perspectives, in multiple dimensions, without having any one direct solution to that topic. That is Nibandh for you. Understanding the definition or the meaning of this term gives you an idea that how to approach any topic, what to write, what not to write, how to express any topic in a multiple dimensional perspective, because essay is not just a writing task. यूपीएससी डजेंट वांट टू टेक अ लुक कि कॉपी कौन भर रहा है. 12 पेज दिए हैं तो किसने 12 पेज पूरे के पूरे भर दिए. यूपीएससी आपसे ये नहीं देखना चाहता. एसे is an image of your mind. It is an image of your mind. The examiner that is checking your essay paper doesn't know you, who you are, from where do you come. They are not aware about you. How to judge a person who you have never met? By reading his books, by reading his notes, by reading any person's writing or what his thoughts are all about. You can get some idea about that person, that what sort of person this is. Is that person a biased person? Is that person can think clearly in an analytical manner? That's why it is an image of our mind. And that's what UPSC wants from us. It is an intellectual autobiography, that what a person thinks when he or she is in pressure. How clearly or in a structured manner he or she can think when she is under a pressurized situation. After all, you would be becoming a bureaucrat, you would be becoming an IAS, IPS officer when hundred of people would be standing on your head, demanding something from you or claiming something that you should have a final decision upon. In that situation, if you can calm your nerves and think clearly, that's what UPSC wants to check through essay writing. And from now on, from this point in, after hearing this lecture, you would be taking essay paper very seriously, because it is not just a game of 1200 words, but it is a game that will either make your rank or break your rank. It is very hard in GS papers to score 10 marks more from your competitor, and in essay paper you can make that big difference from 90 to 140. Believe me, having this edge of 50 marks is वेरी मच एक बहुत बड़ा आपको इम्पैक्ट देगा आपकी रैंक को. अगर आप लिस्ट में नहीं हैं तो आपको लिस्ट में डाल सकता है, और अगर आप लिस्ट में हैं तो आपको IAAS से IAS बना सकता है. ठीक है, अब ये समझने के बाद कि ऐसे है क्या, अब यूपीएससी हमसे ऐसे लिखवाना क्यों चाहता है? वाई यूपीएससी वॉन्ट्स अस टू राइट एसेज? क्या ये हमारी इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज चेक करना चाहता है कि हम कितनी अच्छी और कितनी ऑर्नामेंटल इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज लिख सकते हैं? नहीं. यूपीएससी 1990s established or set up a committee whose name was Satish Chandra Committee. Satish Chandra Committee in 1992 recommended that there should be a compulsory English paper or compulsory essay paper, to be the exact, which would test the comprehensive critical analytical abilities of any aspirant, and they will tell us the importance of lucidity and the intellectual coherence, and not only some ornamental English language. How well you can connect your A point to B point, how well you can talk about any topic in a concise manner, because when you will become an officer, you have to make summaries of big schemes, and you have to present it before the ministers, PM, chief ministers, etc. Now, if at that point of time, if you are making up stories like ये हुआ वो हुआ, उसके बाद आप अपने आप को उस पोजीशन के लायक नहीं समझ पाएंगे, because those people need exact summaries in a very limited amount of time, those summaries which would be understandable by even an illiterate and even by a high class officer. This committee observed that we don't want some ornamental English language, but we want a person who can explain things in a concise, arranged, and orderly manner, and whose impact would be effective for everyone who is reading that. This would represent that the person is original in his thoughts. Thinking जो है आपकी original है. You have a vision, and you also have a good knowledge over the national and the international issues that are going around. Means ये आपके GS 1, 2, 3, 4 की जो knowledge है, उसका एक conclusion जो है, gist जो है, वो आपके essay paper में देखना चाहता है, and that is definitely an intellectual autobiography of your personality. ठीक है. Now, breaking this down into different aspects, we will be taking a look upon these things, that it wants to assess the clarity of thought. That can you think clearly in the chaos of information overload? Being an IS or IPS officer, as I told you about, when you go to any protest, there would be multiple perspectives that would be bombarded towards you. That in that situation, in that information overload, are you in a position to think clearly? Can you recall of the particular section of some criminal activity or the law that applies there? Similarly, while writing so many essays in front of you, you have 8 essays. In each section, you have 4 essays. There would be 4 essays in front of you, and you have to write 1 essay out of that. UPSC could have given just the 1 essay. Simply आपसे वो पूछ सकता था. लेकिन इस इंफॉर्मेशन ओवरलोड में जहां पे आपका जो दिमाग है 4 डिफरेंट डायरेक्शन पे भाग रहा है, कैन यू conclude your thoughts and write one good essay? That is being tested here, कि आप ऐसी सिचुएशन में अगर एक essay को बेहतर लिख सकते हो, तो जब आप ऑफिसर बनोगे तब भी आप इतनी इंफॉर्मेशन ओवरलोड में से करेक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन अच्छे से, सही से आगे समझा सकते हो। आफ्टर हैविंग अ लुक अपॉन द टेस्टिंग ऑफ योर क्लैरिटी ऑफ थॉट, लेट अस लुक एट व्हाट यूपीएससी इसके अलावा क्या चाहता है। UPSC wants to evaluate that can you deliver any information in a structured and articulation आपका बेटर हो सकता है वहां पे या नहीं। Can you convey your thoughts in a logical flow with coherence, style and substance? केवल 1200 वर्ड्स लिख देना ही ऐसे नहीं है। कॉलेज के वो दिन आपको याद होंगे, यूनिवर्सिटीज के, जब आप आंसर को बड़ा करने के लिए यू कुड हैव रिटन अ सॉन्ग्स इन इट एंड यू माइट गेट मार्क्स इन इट, बट हियर दिस थिंग डजंट वर्क. You have to put substance in it. You have to keep coherence. You have to link your thoughts from one dimension to other dimensions. Just for example, when you see a web series which has 7 to 8 episodes, if I tell you that I would show you the episode 3 before the episode 1, क्या आपको अच्छा लगेगा ये? You will definitely not be okay with it. Similarly, an essay should be written in a format कि जहां पर आपको coherence feel होकर आए. Coherence means interlinkage of dimensions, thoughts, perspectives. That is very much needed. Then UPSC also wants to understand a candidate's worldview and the reasoning skills. What kind of person are you? If you have a topic where you have to write on reservation, that would you be thinking like a school going student that yes, reservation is bad, no, reservation is good, या फिर आप बताओगे reservation should be there but it should be regulated, it should be in such a format that the needy should be given the rights first. So it wants to test that आप अपनी reasoning skills कितने बेहतर तरीके से दे पाते हैं. What can you write on a topic which is very much debatable? कास्ट सेंसस होना चाहिए, नहीं होना चाहिए, यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड लगना चाहिए, नहीं लगना चाहिए. यहां पर आप केवल एक डायरेक्शन में, वन डायरेक्शन में, यू कैन नॉट फ्लो इन वन डायरेक्शन बिकॉज यूपीएससी वांट्स अ वर्ल्ड व्यू, a view which has multiple perspectives. Just like in a sociology subject, you have different aspects: the functionalist view, the positivist view, the feminist view. ऐसे ही आपको different world view से बताना है, and this would tell you what kind of person you are. The examiner would get an idea that you are a biased person or an empathetic person. They want us to be empathetic in our beliefs, compassionate, a person who believes in reason, logic, and has well developed emotional intelligence. A person who can think from different angles, different lenses, and not only one biased view. Because your writing would tell the examiner what sort of person you are. Moreover, they also want to test the ability that can you think in a critically evaluation manner? Can you critically analyze any particular situation? Can you go beyond the surface view? Or is your understanding deep enough that you can tackle some situation that would be in front of you when you go to the office in future? तो क्या आप किसी चीज को critically analyze कर सकते हैं? Relate with this example that you are a cabinet secretary. PM Modi asks you about doing something, that can we make this bridge, we are having the danger of floods. Now if you answer in the yes or no, PM Modi would definitely reply you that I could have simply asked this to ChatGPT. He would also have replied the same. Being a cabinet secretary, if you are at that position, he would definitely want you to critically analyze that situation. That sir, building a dam or not building a dam can be the solution, but there are other solutions as well. We can go for other solutions as well. It can be about widening the riverbed, or we can also rehabilitate the people so that the displacement could be less at the time of any danger. So that critical analysis should be in your thoughts, and UPSC wants to test this same thing while you are writing essays. Now I suppose while you are hearing all these things, many myths would have been busted many realities would have been in front of you about the essay paper. But this is not it. Why essay is the first paper? अभी तो हमने देख लिया कि why UPSC wants us to write essay. What is essay? But why exactly the first paper? अब आप ये कहोगे कि ये ज़रूरी क्यों है जानना कि पहला पेपर क्यों है? ये ज़रूरी है जानना इसलिए क्योंकि whenever whenever you are going to do something for the first time, be it the first ball of the match, be it the first time you are going to sing, you are going to dance, anything, you are very nervous. Similarly, when you are in this cycle of mains examination, the first exam, the first pen, the first word is the most nervous time in your whole cycle. And at that time, if at that peak of nervousness, if you can calm your nerves, write 2400 words in 3 hours, and those words would be defining the personality that you are having. That's why it is the first paper. Because at the time of nervousness, we are honest. When we get time to prepare, we make up our mind, we build something, we prepare our personality. But when we are nervous, we are honest. It is the right time when we are caught at this moment, we would be either lying or we would be either talking honestly as we are. Because in the time of nervousness, there is no scope of making it up or having some false attitude, false personality. So it is an effective tool to judge a candidate's ability to think under pressure. Be it the first time who is writing mains or be it the sixth attempter. This nervousness is same for everyone. So that is what UPSC wants to test. It also helps the candidate to get a hold over this overall cycle. First paper hai, we have to write less words because in the GS papers in 3 hours you have to write almost 4000 words, and in essay paper in 3 hours same time you have to write almost half of the words, like 2400 words. So writing 2400 words on the first day is a good thing rather than writing 4000 words in other days. So it gets our mindset going on in the writing of mains examination. So it sets the tone of the overall mains examination, that you will be now writing 9 papers without stopping. It happens on the Friday. Then on Saturday and Sunday you have GS 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have a 5-day gap. And on the next weekend you write English paper or the compulsory English paper and the language paper. And on Sundays you write optional paper. That is the whole main cycle. The 9 papers, out of which essay, GS 1, 2, 3, 4, and the optionals have the scoring marks. English paper and the compulsory paper are just qualifying in nature. ठीक है. After having a good discussion about what is essay, why UPSC wants us to write essays, and also why it is the first paper, now let us discuss about the pattern and the expectations. What UPSC is expecting from us. While we talk about the sections, as I told you already, we have 2 sections, section A and section B. And under each section we have 4 topics. 4 topics in section A, 4 topics in section B. Means a total we have 8 topics. Talking about the word limit, each essay should be written in 1000 to 1200 words. 1000 to 1200 words. And from each section you have to attempt 1 essay. From section 1, section A, 1 essay, and from section B, 1 essay. ऐसा मत करना कि सेक्शन ए से ही 2 ऐसे लिख दिए या सेक्शन बी से ही 2 ऐसे लिख दिए. हर सेक्शन से 1 ऐसे लिखना है, 4 में से 1. And time, total time that you get is 3 hours. And each essay is of 125 marks. means 2 essay, 250 marks. And if you divide it, bifurcate it, for each essay you get 1.5 hour. And it is ऐसा बताया जाता है, बोला जाता है कि आपको 1.5 घंटे में एक ऐसे लिखना है और 1.5 में दूसरा लिखना है, बिकॉज if you manage your time well, you would be able to do justice with both the essays in a good manner. Now, talking about the language, this essay paper can be written in English language or any of the 22 languages that are mentioned in the Schedule 8 of Indian Constitution. Schedule 8 of Indian Constitution. So definitely, as we have discussed, this essay is not just about ornamental English language. अगर ऐसा होता तो सभी से इंग्लिश में ही लिखवाते. They don't want to test only the English, but the ability to critically analyze, evaluate, express your ideas on any topic. That is the main task. After understanding the pattern and expectations, if you have any doubt about this, you can comment below the video and I will answer your doubts then and there. But now let us move on to the syllabus, because maximum, I guarantee 99% of you would have never gone through the syllabus of essay of UPSC मेंस एग्जामिनेशन. ऐसे क्या GS 1 2 3 4 का ही आप सिलेबस एक अटेम्प्ट देने के बाद देखते होंगे. ये सबसे बड़ी गलती या चूक हम कह सकते हैं बीइंग एन एस्पिरेंट, बिकॉज UPSC gives us two things only: syllabus and PYQs. Apart from that, we don't know who is the examiner, how the paper is formed, or how it is checked, where it is checked. We don't know anything. We know the syllabus and the PYQs, and if you are ignoring the one most important thing, that is syllabus, you are already out of the race. Now, syllabus simply have a 5 to 6 line in it. It simply says that candidates may be required to write essays on multiple topics. It doesn't give any specific topic to you that आपको इसी के ऊपर ऐसे लिखना है. Multiple topics का मतलब it can be from history, it can be from culture, it can be from economy, society, philosophy, some ethical quotes, proverbs, etc. It can be anything. The most important thing is these 4 lines. क्या कहती हैं ये 4 लाइन? They will be expected, they मतलब candidate, to keep closely to the topic, arrange their ideas in an orderly fashion, and to write concisely. Credit will be given for effective and exact expression. Now, these 4 or 5 lines might be very simple to look upon, but if you understand the meaning of each word that I have highlighted here in the red, you must be in a position to understand that what actually UPSC wants from you. Closely to the topic, arrange the ideas in an orderly fashion, write concisely, and that marks will be given to the effective and exact expression. थोड़ा आइडिया मिला होगा. लेट अस डाइव डीप इनटू इट एंड लुक कि एक एक ये जो हाईलाइटेड वर्ड है इसका मतलब क्या है. देन ओनली यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट एसे इज ऑल अबाउट. Now, closely, in simple terms, it translates to stay on track. Closely का मतलब होता है stay on track. Do not go here and there. जो टॉपिक दिया है उसके ऊपर ही आपको डिस्कशन करना है. You have to discuss on the topic only. Do not deviate from the topic. If you have a competition and it is a aiming competition, it is said that when you hit the target, it is the bull's eye. So, bull's eye का मतलब है hit directly on the target, do not deviate from the target. If a topic is talking about technology and its relation with the humankind, stick to that arena only. Do not go for looking London, talking Tokyo type of things. That would be detrimental to overall marks. As we move forward from the 3rd lecture onwards, we will be talking about these things, how to stick to the topic. As of now, we are generally understanding the syllabus and its keywords. And if you talk in the terms of some tip, think of yourself as a sniper and not as a shotgun. स्नाइपर क्या करता है? स्नाइपर, इट डायरेक्टली एम्स एट इट्स टारगेट एंड नॉट हियर एंड देयर. Think like a sniper. Think like a, you have to focus on what is asked and not the peripheral things or the uncontextual, non-contextual things. Then the second keyword was talking about arrange. Arrange in simple English means plan before you write. If you want to plan a family picnic, it would definitely be better if you plan it beforehand. If you want to go tomorrow to a picnic with your family, it would be not very fun if you plan then and there, because you would have a requirement of particular size of vehicle. If you are a group of 5, 7, 10, उसके हिसाब से you would be deciding the route first. कौन से रूट से जाना है? पता चला जब प्लान किया ही नहीं, जिस रूट से जाना था वो रूट ही बंद है. So in that situation, your plan would not be successful. Same applies to your essay paper as well. Plan before writing. And if your plan is successful, then only your ideas would be arranged in a manner which would be understandable, which would be successful in overall outcome. Similarly, यहाँ पर भी ये अप्लाई होता है दैट एक क्लियर स्ट्रक्चर होने की वजह से, जिसमें इंट्रोडक्शन हो, बॉडी हो, कंक्लूजन हो, you have to break the body into multiple dimensions so that the reader of your essay paper can have an idea about your thought clarity. The diversity of your thoughts is delivered if you arrange the thoughts in an orderly manner. Arrangement of the thoughts in an orderly manner. ठीक है. अब टिप क्या है? ये जिस प्रकार से एक घर का फाउंडेशन होता है, blueprint of a house which do not have a strong foundation would collapse whenever there is a disaster. Just like we saw in the hilly areas, the foundation is not so strong because the foundation is done on loose soil, and a foundation done on a loose soil would definitely, कितना भी अच्छा मकान बना लो, it would be collapsing one day. Similarly is your essay. If your essay is not planned, it would go definitely here and there in between the dimensions when you are hovering from this dimension to other. अब अरेंजमेंट ही सब कुछ नहीं है, चीजें ऑर्डरली मैनर में भी होनी चाहिए. इसका मतलब you planned a trip, very good, but you did not plan the trip in an orderly manner. You did not plan the trip in an orderly manner. इसका मतलब समझिए कि आपको पहले एक ताजमहल जाके यानी कि मॉन्यूमेंट देखना था, उसके बाद लंच करना था. अब पहले आपने लंच कर लिया क्योंकि आपको भूख लग रही थी, उसके बाद आप ताजमहल देखने गए, पता लगा ताजमहल का देखने का टाइम ही बंद हो गया. अरेंज तो किया आपने, यू प्लान्ड इट वेरी वेल कि ताजमहल देखना है, खाना खाना है, लेकिन ऑर्डर गलत कर दिया, तब भी वो खाने में या देखने में कोई भी मॉन्यूमेंट मजा नहीं आएगा. इमेजिन जस्ट लाइक अ एग्जांपल आई गिव यू अबाउट द वेब सीरीज. If I show you the climax before and show you the introductory part after it, you will definitely not like that movie. You will definitely not like that web series. Similar is the case with your essays. You have to mention things in an orderly manner. If I give you the example of technology cannot overpower human, you have to first tell us about technology hai kya? What is human or what is mankind think like? Then you have to tell about that there are some instances when technology can overpower human, but there are also instances when opposite things can happen. This is planning in a right manner and arranging your ideas in a right manner, which will definitely leave a long-lasting impact on your readers and examiners. Each paragraph should flow from the previous one, which we have to use the transitions. Think of your essay as a documentary. It should unfold naturally. आर्टिफिशियल उसमें कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए. नेचुरली का मतलब है कि देयर शुड बी इंटरलिंकिंग ट्रांजिशन स्टेटमेंट्स विच आर लीडिंग फ्रॉम वन डायमेंशन टू अदर. दैट्स वाई जब भी आप कोई सीरीज देखते हैं और सीरियल देखते हो, उसमें सेकेंड एपिसोड, नेक्स्ट एपिसोड के स्टार्ट होने से पहले वी सी अ रिकैप. दैट रिकैप एक्ट एज अ इंटरलिंकेज बिटवीन द स्टोरी. तो वही आपको अपने एस्से में भी करना है. एंड फोर्थ पॉइंट, कंसाइज. से मोर विद लेस, से मोर विद लेस, कम शब्दों में ज्यादा कहिए। राम श्याम का भाई है, श्याम राम का भाई है, दोनों आपस में भाई है। अरे इसका मतलब यही तो है कि राम श्याम का भाई है। तो आपको ज्यादा चीजें कम शब्दों में कहनी आनी चाहिए, क्योंकि nobody likes to read very long sentences. A sentence which is not seeing full stop for 3 to 4 lines is not a good sentence. Imagine an examiner which is in their 50s would be reading such long sentences, they would be out of breath. How would you expect such an old fellow to read such long sentences? You have to keep your sentences concise and you have to say more with less words, which means avoid rambling. Make your writing sharp, direct, and to the point. To the point. यूपीएससी वैल्यू करता है क्लैरिटी नॉट क्लटरनेस। यूनिवर्सिटीज में क्लटरनेस होती होगी कि आपको जितने पेज भर दिए उतने मार्क्स मिल गए, लेकिन यूपीएससी आपकी क्लैरिटी को देख रहा है। इफ यू आर क्लियर, यू आर राइटिंग इन कंसाइज मैनर, यू कैन डेफिनेटली have an upper hand in this thing. Then finally, but not the least, is important that effective होना चाहिए। लिख दिया 1200 वर्ड कंप्लीट कर दिए, कैसे ना कैसे अरेंज कर दिया, ऑर्डर में लगा दिया, कंसाइज छोटे छोटे सेंटेंस भी लिख दिए, लाइफ इज ब्यूटीफुल, ब्यूटीफुल इज लाइफ, ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा। यू हैव टू बी इफेक्टिव। The thing that you are using in your essays should be powerful, it should leave impact. The ideas should be impactful and not only ornamental. Every line, every paragraph should serve a purpose. Everything should be purposeful and related to the topic. If it is not, it will not be evaluated to give your marks. Think of like a courtroom lawyer. What does the lawyer do? Lawyer क्या करता है? कन्विंस करता है, कंफ्यूज नहीं करता। So similarly, you have to convince your examiner, not confuse. कहीं से भी कुछ भी टॉपिक स्टार्ट कर दिया, कहीं डायमेंशन लगा दी, कुछ भी। That is not the case with the essay. You have to convince about your ideas, bring your examiner into your world, make them revolve around your thoughts. They should be moving forward one step by step with your thoughts, and with your conclusion, you should leave back them in their own universe. That is what a good essay consists of. Have you read any novel? क्यों एनसीईआरटी पढ़ने में मजा नहीं आता, लेकिन एक नॉवल दे दो आपको तो मजा आता है पढ़ने में? Because those novels are written in such a manner that you immerse in the world of the writers, authors. Why do you like to read only few editorials of a few editors and not every article of any editor? Because those editors formulate their thoughts, articulate their thoughts in such a manner that you get linked with them. You do not know कब ये इंट्रोडक्शन हुआ, कब ये आपने उसके impacts, causes को बताया, and when did it end. This is the power of articulation. This is a skill that I assure you that you will develop after having a look upon this series, this 10 lecture series. And in tomorrow's lecture, in the next episode, we will be talking about that how to pick a topic. 8 टॉपिक हैं, 4 टॉपिक एक सेक्शन में, एक को लिखा कैसे जाए, हाउ टू चूज अ टॉपिक, आफ्टर चूजिंग अ टॉपिक हाउ टू ब्रेनस्टॉर्म ऑन इट। ब्रेनस्टॉर्म का मतलब है प्लान करना है ना, अरेंज करना है ऑर्डरली फैशन में। एंड व्हेन यू हैव द आइडिया ऑफ ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग, ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग के अंदर इंट्रोडक्शन, बॉडी, कंक्लूजन, आखिर कैसे लिखा जाए, दिस थिंग वी विल बी डूइंग इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर। आई होप you have a good hold over the why, what and why exactly we are talking about the syllabus of UPSC essay paper. So meet you in the next lecture. Thank you very much. Take care. Jai Hind.